How it do, how it be, how it is. Welcome in and welcome back. Taff, thank you so much for the gifted subs. And thank you everyone else for throwing on these gifteds. Oh my god, wow. Valerie and Valerie again and Valerie again. Okay, Valerie, I see you. Thank you, Christine. Everyone coming in clutch and getting a hype train going right out the gate. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Big ups to Mike jumping in with our phenomenal bean. I've had him on for a couple of one-shots. If you guys didn't know, there are these fantastic people called Offbeat Outlaw and Valve Max as well, and they're gonna do their intros in a second here, but do give them all a follow. They're good soup all around. I'm really excited because these three chuckleheads, I have always wanted to put them together and see what kind of nonsense we get up to.
First of all, how dare you call me that?
I did a minute. I can't take it back.
I am not ahead.
You're just a chuckle. My brain, it took me a second for it to connect. I was like,
I'm Sir Feffers, Humble Dungeon Master of the Longshot table, and today we have a phenomenal one-shot that will actually be the beginning of a series of one-shots, much like our Eclipse one-shots, and known as Wraith, focused around an interesting phenomenon happening within the world where the mists, the fog, has spread out to encompass the world, start killing crops, stuff like that, and different civilizations react in different ways. We'll get to what's going on in this one in just a second, but for now, we're going to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Modern Artifice. Phenomenal dice maker. If you use the code Longshot, you'll get 10% off, and a little bit of that commission will go in my pocket as well. Currently doing a restock. Got some phenomenal stuff on the way, as well as we're going to be doing some dice giveaways coming down the line. That's in the mail soon. Very excited. And if you want to get caught up on the 3 weekly streamed campaigns we've got here on the channel, or catch up on any of these one-shots or previous campaigns, summer series, etc., you can find it all on the YouTube. Excuse me. And do remember to join our Discord, where we normally have some bingo going, as well as a phenomenal community that is chaotic as they are wholesome. Looks at thing. Yeah, I have a Patreon now. I have a Patreon now, which will go from anywhere from off-stream long shot one-shots to me ghostwriting your campaigns or instructing you and taking you under my wing and showing you the ways of how I do things. So feel free to peep that if you feel like supporting me as a creator. For now, let's meet the crew. Offbeat, take us away.
What up? My name is Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok under that exact same name. I made a video recently, going over the PHB 2024. You should go watch that. It's good if you don't know what that new book's about and what's all in it and all the good stuff. I've also got a build video coming out where I can teach you how to do 2,030 damage in a single turn. That is real. That is in the new PHB. I am playing that build tonight. However, we're not at level 20 because Feff doesn't like fun, apparently. And with that's not true. He's put up with my shit for 4 years.
Looks at Void Scourge. I don't know, man. Some people you can't please.
I will be passing it to. I'm playing. Should we introduce our characters more or less?
Let's not.
Gotcha. Andy.
Don't yell at me. Okay. Well, hey everybody. I'm Andy, also known as Andy Skadoosh Taylor on most socials. You can follow me, You can find me at ValveMag010 on most of those socials. I just do a lot of stuff on TikTok. I make little goofs and gags, little jokes for the internet. That's what I like to do. And I'm in a couple of actual plays, and I've started to get into that. And I'm really enjoying it, particularly this one on this stream, Bayonet. It's a lot of fun, even though I've only played 2 episodes. I gotta get back to the table. I'm sorry, but
you're good,
yeah. That's just, thank you so much for your leniency and your mercy. I know. I'm sorry.
Part of the party needs to live. They'll live longer with a rogue. Trust me. We just went into a dungeon.
But yeah, I'm really excited to play, and I'm not going to say my character like I did last time. Mike, it's all you.
I'm Puff. No, I'm not Puff. Not today. Sorry. I post demon thirst trash. I'm the Feff.
Okay. This is gonna be a good night. I'm already excited. So, Lady Elfir of the city of Deern finds herself in a tough situation. The world as we know it, for a reason unexplained, is now covered in fog, thick, roiling mists that have pervaded the entire land as far as they can see. Crops are gonna die. And eventually plants are gonna die, which means all the animals are gonna die, which means a city is gonna have a really hard time functioning. The solution, according to Lady Elfir, is to make for Mount Hastiath. The mountain just manages to pull itself out of the mists, and where there is sunlight, there can be growth. The party has been moving for months. The entire city of Deern has made an exodus through the mists towards this mountain and have finally arrived at its base. At the foot of the mountain, you can see the remnants of some long abandoned village. And people are already moving into those little bits of rubbled squares and setting up their tents. And people are nervous. There's been some combat along the way. There's been strange creatures, but there were always strange creatures. And the three of you have been summoned, in Offbeat's case, quite literally. And the three of you find yourself answering the call, answering the summons to Lady Elfir. Who would like to go first in character introductions? Take it away.
I am Goz of the Wild-Eyed. I'm a Leonin fighter, Eldritch fighter ranger. Goz stands at roughly 6'3", 6'4", deep bluish gray fucking fur, and then has eyes that are green with like orange flakes in it. And he's middle-aged. He's tired most of the time. Just pretty much looking for work. He used to be like a soldier, and then he eventually just became a mercenary, and is just trying to fucking spend the rest of his days just making a living.
Yeah. You step goes through the little walkway of candles that has been set up, and you find yourself in an alcove surrounded by various armored wagons, a small campfire in the center, and you can see Lady Elfir and her various advisors, military, religion, commerce, all of these people that she has been having to bandy together under her name, in the name of saving her city. She looks like she's aged 10 years in these 5 months of travel. Andy, go ahead and describe your character as you also step through these candle-lit way.
Sure. You guys would see a roughly 5'2", kind of hunched, heavy footfalls, real thick, broad-shouldered turtle, with this kind of like massive, bulbous shell. He's very reminiscent of a snapping turtle, but his skin, it's weathered and wrinkled, and it seems to have like just only shades of gray. Same with the shell. It's like his age has kind of just worn the color out of his skin. And in one certain part of his shell, it looks like it was kind of blasted off, and There's cracks running through it, and it looks like very haphazardly. There's just like some unrefined metal that was poured onto it to kind of refill the cracks and kind of
Cool.
re-strengthen the shell. And he kind of just like hunches and kind of walks up towards the rest of you.
I like it. And what's your character's name?
Oh yeah, Shell Razor. I apologize.
All right. And finally, we have Offbeat's character, who has been bound to this mission.
So, walking behind Metro's character, is a bugbear who has been warped to have more hyena-like features. Blood dripping from his mouth at all times, perpetually red matted fur. He wields a long chain-like weapon that is a flail. And he lopes into the room. And there is a sigil that is bearing across on his right shoulder, the same as the wolves that Metro has summoned in. As he sits there.
Excellent.
When can we get this over with?
One of the religious members of the council kind of bares his teeth at the bugbear. What's your name, bugbear?
He calls himself the hyena demon, because I didn't have time to come up with a name.
Okay.
Let me wait, but Metro would know his true name. Oh
We'll
no.
go with that.
The hyena demon, but Metro says as a kid, Metro, I give you a gift. It's sometime in this one shot. You may call me by my true name.
Okay.
Call
You
him
know what?
Boom,
You
and
know
it
what
will
it
be
is.
funny.
I don't know what it is, but you know.
Dire times indeed, if we are trusting such foul folk as Inogu.
I'll have you know, there's no trust in this. I am bound, you little pipsqueak. And one day I'm going to eat your babies.
He's done it too. I've seen it. It's weird.
He steps back a bit. He starts whispering fervently to some of his followers, and they're all looking at you kind of sideways, like, "Peace now. Thank you, three,
I feel like
for
we
coming
really
to-"
went from 0 to 100 really quick there.
It'll be fine, I'm sure.
I'm a demon! I'm not supposed to be in servitude to this imbecile.
Relax. Talk to Chuck. And I
No one understands
points
me.
to his wolf.
He leans down and
No one understands me.
The wolf looks at you, kind of puzzled by your canine features.
When I summoned the first wolf, the second wolf, I don't know what happened.
The patch update, don't get it. Just wait for the next one.
It's not. This wolf is very much not like the other wolf. You kind of fucked up.
Harmless. It's fine.
Oh, Andy, you get inspo from chat.
Oh, thank you so much.
So, I apologize. Lady Elfir?
Yes. We have finally made it to this mountain, Mount Hastiath, and if we can simply inhabit it, we might be able to grow crops. Our city will not fall. We rely on you three to head up this mountain and deal with whatever we can find. Whatever you can find. Our scouts did not return, but we do have various mechanisms in place so that you may climb.
Are you good? Why are you talking like that? You're freaking my hyena man out.
It's the smoke of this fire.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I thought
It's kind of mixing with the mist. It's rough.
And I'd go to look at the equipment that she's speaking of.
Yeah, so you move out to the edge of the city, and you can see a lot of hopeful people in desperate times watching the party pass. You eventually get to this sheer cliff, and you can see various riggings for climbing this mountain. Harnesses, cables, things, nails that have been drilled into the stone face. It won't be climbing the whole way, but you'll need to start off with a bit of an exercise. Not
Wait a minute,
exorcism, Offbeat.
Carry Chuck.
I'm weak in the muscular sense.
You just keep him on his back. You'll be fine.
Chuck, it can climb his...
Chuck doesn't have thumbs like you do, okay?
I don't crap. Up on my back, Chuck.
I just go,
I didn't want to.
Good Chuck.
I didn't want to bring it up. This is actually going to be a little humbling here. I'm not great at climbing either. Can either of you just tie a bunch of shit to my shell and, pulley system?
Why the fuck would I make a series of levers and pulleys to lift you?
Is that not already here? I look up at this stuff.
There's no elevator, I guess is what I'm asking.
The harness can be adjusted. The harness can be adjusted to accommodate
Thank
for
God.
your massive shell.
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Very considerate of these people to know the tortoise was coming.
We love a multi-species economy or civilization.
Actually, I'm a turtle, or a turtle-esque.
Oh.
It's actually extraordinarily racist that you would say that.
That's my bad.
And
He's
were
an
being
extraordinarily
so comic.
racist
It's 'cause
person.
it's
All of
okay,
his
I'll-
features are about killing people who aren't him.
I would,
First of all,
I would trust that, but you're a literal demon.
demon adjacent. Demon adjacent. He's just a dog.
I will eat your babies too.
Okay, I don't have kids. I kind of wanted to keep them out of that life, so I never married. It's actually quite depressing, and I'm offended you brought it up. So now I'm kind of pissed at both of you.
I mean, that's fair. I feel like I've only dug myself in deeper at this point.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's just work together, solve this shit.
All right.
We're probably gonna need a mop for whatever's left.
I'll eat
then we'll come back
what's
down
left.
here.
That's my job.
Okay,
he's
that's
great
fucked
at
up.
cleanup. He's real good.
The party harnesses up and begins the climb. It's been some time since you've seen sunlight. And you know it's ahead of you. You know it's once again possible to get out in the light. And that drives you more than maybe you're willing to accept. But it's been dark and it's been dour and frankly it's been moist. Which, for the turtle, maybe not so bad, but everyone else is
great.
very excited to be out in the sun. Let's get
love it.
let's get a D100 from the party.
Oh hell!
As we're climbing, Hyena Demon is going to cast Contingency.
Okay.
And is going to place a 5th level Conjure Minor Elementals into that contingent spell.
Okay.
The trigger for that spell activating is going to be when a Hyena Demon thinks the thought, I really fucking hate you.
Okay.
Pops immediately.
Long walk for a sudden cast. Does it burn the 5th level now or does it burn it?
It burns
later?
the 5th and a 6th level spell slot now. When it activates, it cannot be counterspelled because the spell has already been cast.
Okay.
And it will activate at that trigger without using an action. So, I'm saving this for the end of the
Excellent.
one-shot when we fight the boss.
Excellent.
Okay.
Locked in. D100s.
D100. I got a 30.
Got an 11.
Got a 22.
Yeah, that's pretty good, gang. That's pretty good.
So golf rules. Lower's better.
Lower is better. Lower is better.
Who's better?
Okay. The first hour, you guys aren't exactly chums, so it's a little on the quiet side as far as chit chat goes. But you begin to find remnants of this ancient civilization you found below. Seems to extend up the sides of this sheer cliff. You start finding foundation lines, various. I'm stuck on the word, but nails, big ass nails, burrowed into the sides of this cliff face, with maybe one or two bits of rubble still attached. And you're able to grab the sides of these as well and help yourself assist up. Who rolled lowest? Who rolled the 11?
I did.
Offbeat.
Okay. Oh, this will be interesting. As the party is climbing, Hyena Demon, you are in the back, and you're pissed off because you're carrying a wolf. And you're pissed off because you've been summoned from the hells to be in servitude, and your hand shifts on one of these bits of rubble, and the brick falls, and then this trickle of the most tantalizing blue water starts founting from the side of this cliff.
Halt! I have found the liquid. The stone gushes.
Yeah, you guys, the turtle can't exactly like look down, so you just hear.
What are you doing?
The hell are you
Drinking
doing?
the stone liquid.
Is it
What
bleeding?
No, it's water, you dumb skull.
You
Does this look like blood to you?
have
I
the
can't
Yes,
see
it
it.
would in you because you're filled with pus.
goes back to lapping up the water. Spikes and pythons, thank you, Annie. I appreciate it. Yes, lower is better in my encounter rolls for travel.
I think the reason he's probably so upset is because I never thought to give him water. He was always covered in blood.
You never fed him?
No, I thought he was covered in blood when I summoned him. I thought he just drank blood.
Did your parents ever give you a pet when you were a child?
We're not going to go over traumatic events.
Okay, yeah, that answers all my questions there.
The wolf gives you a long look, Tortle.
Let's just say Chuck wasn't the first wolf I had.
Chuck
He must be the last one, maybe.
I lock eyes with him. I lock eyes with Chuck, and I just go, "Oh, you poor bastard."
He's still here. He's fine.
Offbeat.
Mm-hmm.
The hyena suddenly has his spell slots back.
Bottles! Bottles, everyone! Give me bottles!
And you my water skin.
I'll hand you mine.
How many can I start? I start filling up. I fill up mine.
It's a faint little trickle.
It's a faint trickle, so probably only enough for like one bottle, would you say?
It doesn't seem to be stopping, so who's to say you can't fill all three?
All three water skins?
Mm-hmm.
I'll start with mine, because
Okay.
I'm valuable. I'll start with my water skin. Does it fill up?
It does. It's gonna take you a while, but yes.
I can hold 4 pints each water skin.
The size isn't really gonna matter in this case, mechanically speaking. But
Okay, but it does matter. How many bottles of this long rest potion can I get? This
you
is
can
what I'm
get
trying to
one
decide.
for each player.
Got you.
Oh, so it's like you taste the water, you don't get to taste the water again.
Okay.
This is the best Capri Sun I've ever
All
had.
right, I will sprinkle enough in everyone's water skins so that they can. I'll sprinkle enough into everyone's into a separate water skin that we can each drink from. I'll dump the other one, so now we have water for each of us, and then we have the long rest potion water skin.
Don't forget about Chuck. He's got a water skin on his collar.
Put some in his bowl.
He wouldn't be able to reach that.
Puts it on his
I-
back. He just goes.
I cast Mage Hand to pluck it, and I fill it up while dead staring you.
He's got a football helmet with the cans on. Chuck does.
Such a good dog. Who's a good dog?
I was a top general in the Blood War.
Let's go Chargers.
When I kill you,
Better, fuck you.
So, Feff, we're fighting after the stream? We're fighting? Okay. Sorry.
You don't want to mess with me, man. I grew up in New England. I was a Patriots fan.
Don't fuck with us Patriots fans. We have it easy.
We're coming back to that later.
Not so
but
much
Please
anymore.
go on.
Says nothing as a Bears fan. You guys,
Oh.
I'll just exist.
What's a wild card game, Dad? I don't know, son. We're Patriots fans. We've never had one.
We know a lot about wild card games here in Chicago.
Oh, it feels weird talking about sports. All right.
I know.
Yeah, it's a little odd.
Everybody
So-
tuned in for D&D. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Shouldn't even go here. Okay, well, with such phenomenal roles, gang, you remain unabashed and unfettered in your climb as the ominous forest noises begin to fade away. You continue your climb and you find yourself, it's getting brighter and brighter, almost blinding by the way the light disperses amongst this fog. And it's so bright, but you do know when you hit the ledge and you crawl out, your eyes have not seen sunlight in so long that when your sight finally starts adjusting and the party is up on this cliff edge, you realize you're out in the daylight for the first time in what feels like forever. You can see the blue sky, clouds going by, flocks of birds. You can see the mountain, which is your mountain to climb before you, and seas of mist as far as you can see. As far as you can gaze, it is just fog and dead trees poking out here and there.
Weird.
It's creepy as hell.
Yeah, a little bit. Did we ever? I feel like we should have asked her more questions in hindsight.
we're just here to kill monsters.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but I feel like. Did we get?
We'll start hunting the monsters. That's your job.
It's your job. It's you. You listen to me. Who are you giving orders to?
I'm a demon. I listen to you, but I don't have to respect you, bitch.
I don't want your respect. I summoned you for one thing, to be a good boy, and you're doing a horrible job.
Yo, hyenas are a species of cat, right? We're not actually dogs.
Oh, then you're more like my cousin. Okay. I don't know how hyenas work.
I will eat you.
Okay. I've heard that before, but anyway. Shellraiser, what what course of action? What are we thinking?
May have an idea. I'll take out my great axe if I may, and
Yeah,
I'll
you
just
are
kind of
not
raise it.
rigged up anymore. You are on your feet.
Sick. I'm freedom. I raise up my great axe above my head, kind of plunge it into the ground beneath me, and I will use it to cast Commune with Nature,
Ooh.
which I have as a barbarian spell. This will take me 11 minutes to cast, but I would just like to try and get a sense of what might be around within 3 miles.
3 miles, huh?
Yeah. Tells me I instantly gain the knowledge of up to 3 facts of my choice. Prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or people, powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead, or influence from other planes of existence. Let's do those 3.
You listed more than 3 things. What were the
No, I
last
didn't.
3?
Oh, well, there are 3 bullet points that I picked from.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It was prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or people.
Okay.
Was the first one. The second one will be powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead. Or I guess or. So I guess I would pick one of those. And then the last bullet point was influence from other planes of existence.
Okay.
Full spell for you? It should have like a little R on it and a box beside it. If it's a ritual spell.
Does not appear to be.
Do you have spell slots?
No, this is just an at will. It's an effect for Totem Barbarian.
Okay, you're Totem Barbarian, so it is a ritual spell for you. We can cast as many times as we want, so we can just go through stuff until we find
True,
it.
yeah, so you can just know everything if you spend enough
Just
time.
data mining.
Yeah.
I would like to do that.
All right, well, this mountain, for starters, has been influenced by some other plane. And paired with that, you sense a celestial and an undead. As far as the mountain flora and fauna go, many creatures would have fled upwards from the mists, kind of like an island when they're forming a man-made lake. Many snakes on island all of a sudden. There's a lot of critters to be found here, but because it's been a while, there's not a lot of plant life, which means a lot of the omnivores ate up all the plants, a lot of predators ate up all the omnivores, carnivores ate the omnivores, and that means likely what you're dealing with is a high number of apex predators. Mountains got bears. Big bears, big moose.
I'm a big bear. No, I'm sorry. I relay that to the others. It's like, well,
it's after like an hour of of axe in rock.
How long is the turtle going to be communing with nature? I figured you could just talk to it. It's right here. Tell me your secrets!
That's not how plants work, I'm pretty sure.
You just start mauling.
Start raging. You just start tantruming, and you go, and you start just defacing the cliff face beside you.
I hear him start freaking out. I wrap up after a while, and I kick the end of like the great axe out of the ground, grab it, and I kind of just point it at the hyena demon, and I'm like, patience is a virtue. Now,
Virtue was a great disgrace as a little girl who didn't wash her face.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I found out then. and I turn to Gaz. So it looks like because of the mist, there's gonna be a lot of predators that we're gonna have to deal with around here. But I also sensed a powerful celestial and undead, or maybe they were 2 different signals. I don't know, it was hard to quantify. But we're dealing with something not of this plane.
Okay. I only see one eye for it. We gotta keep climbing. I look around to see if there's anything that's on the ledge.
Make a perception check.
May I also make a perception check?
Yes.
May I also make a perception check?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Perception
Dang it, that's a 15.
21.
Oh. Okay.
16 plus 5.
12. With a 21.
Oh, can I use my inspiration, actually?
You can.
It'll be terrible, and it won't be better than his.
I believe you.
Yeah, it's worse.
No,
It's worse.
I take it back. I don't believe you anymore.
But I wanted to make sure I used it so everyone in chat knew that I love them.
What? The demon summoner put his faith in a mortal? That's crazy. A fallible, squishy mortal. Well, anyway. The 2 who didn't roll super high notes the switchback. This winding ancient road of cobbled stone. Looks a bit uneven, looks a little treacherous, frankly, but not as treacherous as the climb you just made. What the hell is your name? Goes. you notice the switchback as well. You also notice the bit of ruin on the sides that you might be able to choose as a path, which will be a little more like clambering, but it is an alternate route. And the last thing you notice with the hyena's tantrum, he has actually uncovered and not even realized it. The vines and ivy have been torn away, El Dorado style, and there is a small, medium-sized cave opening.
Is it big enough?
It's big enough for
Show.
that you guys would be
All
able
of
to
us.
go into.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna relay all that to everybody. So we've got 3 options. We've got windy road, adjacent windy road, dark hole. These are the 3 paths we can take. I don't know what's in the hole, but side note, you are best boy. You have a natural talent at digging. I don't care if you say you're a cat, you're a dog.
Your mother should have swallowed you.
Joke's on you, she tried. I'm just a resilient little guy.
Oh
You're
my
a shit
God.
baby.
I was predestined to be born.
You came out head first at every step on the way down, didn't you?
Actually came out tail first. It was very concerning for most of the doctors. Anyway, we have 3 options. There's the let me see. Hold on.
No, he didn't deny the shit thing. He did come out the butt.
If I look in, because if I look into the cave, the dark part is. God damn. Talk about it. Moving on.
You got him.
With dark shit, what can I see inside of the cave?
The cave.
Looking in the
cave
hole.
splits. It bifurcates right and left. The one on the left seems to go upwards. The one on the right seems to go straight and out of sight.
Okay, so
So
we
curves.
do have.
So the one on the left curves to the left, and the one on the right slowly inclines upwards, out of sight.
Okay. I'm going to use Primeval Awareness.
Okay.
As an action, I can expel 1 ranger spell slot, and to sense whether there's aberrations, celestials, dragons, elements, fey fiends, or undead that are present within a mile of you. I want to look into the cave to see if there's anything dangerous in the cave.
Okay. You do not register any of those things specifically in the cave, though higher up you do sense the undead, not the celestial, which implies the celestial is farther and the undead is closer. Oddly, the undead also registers as a dragon.
You can see ghosts go. Because I look down and I'm like, okay. So
Seems to be the problem.
you remember the undead you said you felt?
I do remember that, yeah.
So in terms of climbing this mountain, that's a dragon. Above that's the celestial.
All right, we'll kill it then.
Do you promise?
Based on my experience, I wouldn't lie to you. It's gonna be kind of rough when we get there.
So the 3 paths really come down to how well you're able to be seen.
We want to go guns a-blazing, or do we want to go in the cave? We got that. There's 2 paths in the cave. One
We should
goes
go.
up.
We should try and be as stealthy as possible.
The
If I can get
stealthiest option is... Sorry, go ahead.
If I can get the jump on this thing, I can kill it. before it even moves.
The switchback
That's
is
a promise.
obviously the most open. You can attempt stealth through clambering through the city ruins, or you can guarantee a certain amount. You can somewhat guarantee stealth by taking the cave route.
I'll tell you what. I didn't get this from no bunny. And I point back to the kind of mass of my shell that was blown off. And I go, and I've been itching for another fight with a dragon. Let's go kill something.
There won't be a fight. I will kill it before it moves.
I'll kill it before you.
No,
Side
you
thing.
won't. You're slow.
Yeah, I will. What? Oh.
Side thing.
Oh.
Goes
You
just
won't.
takes shock off the hyena demon's back. You're good. You're good now.
Sorry, that's more dog than wolf. Wolf is a little more prouder.
You're gonna. So in this case, I vote split the middleman. We'll take the second route that is a little bit more. See, this is the thing is like, how good are you at like climbing and stuff, Shellraiser? Because the path that I want to take, if we're gonna go guns a-blazing up the road to fight, I'd like to at least have some. Or actually, wait. Best of both worlds. Shellraiser, we're going straight up the top, straight main road in it.
You're taking the switchback.
Kind of demon. You want stealth? Take the side road.
I kind of hear like him ask how good Shellraiser is at climbing, and I just look back at the full BDSM harness I had to wear to get up the side of the mountain. Yeah, not very good. But
Well-
do you? What do you
Fine.
think?
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I have to listen to you, Gauze, but I must mention this. Do not start combat before I arrive. If you do, my stealth attack will not work.
I make moderate to. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't make that promise. I promise I won't attack until you're here. You got to take that up with Shellraiser.
Shellraiser, do you value your life?
Weird way
Wish
to go
I
about
do.
this, but okay.
But I'm always looking for another head to claim. So I will give you a full hour, which is way more generous than I normally am, to get there and meet us. And then I'll let you do whatever magic-y, demon-y, hyena-y, cat-y, dog-y bullshit you want to do. And then I'm going to raise some hell.
Okay,
Looks into the
strange
camera
reptile.
for the catchphrase.
Catchphrase.
Side thing. Based on what I was seeing with the two paths, they're parallel.
Somewhat
right?
parallel. Yeah, the switchback is winding, whereas this column of rubble buildings provides stealth potential, and
It's
cover.
more of a straight shot.
Yeah, it's more of a straight shot.
Okay.
And then the caves are its own thing.
So the path that me and Shellraiser are taking is a little bit more just windy, but
Yeah, it's out in the open.
we'll catch up as needed. Okay. So in this case, I just relay that. I'm like, it's gonna take us longer to get to him, but we'll have as many heads as we would like to collect on the way there.
As
the
you
fuck
were
is that?
you were interrupted. As
Immediately grabs his broadsword. I swear to God, it's about to go down.
out from the cave comes these two bears, and much alike how our hyena dog friend, demon friend, is not a dog, these are not just bears. You can see that there are more muscles than anatomically there should be for bears.
Cool.
They are hulking. Think Elden Ring bears. They got shoulders for no reason.
Oh, the maroon bears.
Yeah, rune bears, big ass bears. The size, yeah, really, really colossal bears move too quickly out of the cave and look to you. And a
Could
second
I
one
attempt an
right behind it.
intimidation check?
Wait,
Before we start combat, may I attempt an intimidation check?
These are very hungry bears. Oh,
I'm gonna cast
I'm
Speak with
very
Animals.
spooky.
okay. uh, both of you want to do a thing.
I'll just cast speak with animals, but I'll let the hyena demon attempt.
Okay, then Offbeat, you're up first.
Okay, is combat started or no?
Nope.
Okay. Any demon is just going to go, I will eat your bones! I'll put them in a stew! I'll kill you! I'll suckle your marrow right out of its sweet little teats! You leave my life before I make you leave your own! Do you want babies, or do you want to be my breakfast? Leave! Leave! And he's going to just grow in size as demonic energy bristles off of his back as these eyes, did you know the fucking death from Puss in Boots, just this shrouding of black as these beady red eyes just stare at him. And I'm gonna make an intimidation check.
Does marrow come out of teats?
That is gonna be a 31.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ! What fresh hell is this?
I took expertise in intimidation.
That's amazing.
Expertise and intimidation is the most baller move. That's terrifying. Jesus, yeah. The one who's closest to you immediately shits himself. And the one behind it turns to run, slips on the shit, and just the two of them start just like getting stuck trying to get in the cave. As they begin fleeing.
Now we hunt!
Okay. Are you engaging in combat?
Yep, now I'm engaging in combat.
All right, let's get it. Roll initiative, party.
Just right before we the fighting demon goes to attack them while they're stuck in the hole. And just in bear. I'm sorry about this. Ryan, talk
24 on initiative.
I'm not gonna stop. Hey, 25,
golly.
18 plus 7.
I got a 10.
25, 10. No, go to 10.
I got a 10.
Okay.
It's with advantage too.
Oof.
Huh? Huh? Oh.
Oh.
I was like, where did my dice go?
Oh.
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 Okay. Let's get this bread. With a 10, Mr. Turtle Man, what's your dex?
0.
Okay.
Zero.
Settle.
I'm not gonna lie, the description of just the poetic aspect of death from Puss in Boots, I'm like,
Yeah, no, we've all seen that. We've all
I'm
seen
like,
it.
that guy was
He
So
said it, and I was like,
well-made.
okay, I'm in.
just, aren't you so glad that I summoned this abomination? This is the best of boys.
He's such a good boy.
Who's such a
Good
scary boy?
dude.
Who's a scary boy? You are. Yes, you are. You're gonna get all the blood and heads and flesh that you could ever want. Ah!
Gonna suck that marrow from the teats, aren't you? Right from the teats.
Okay, Ghost, you're up first.
I'm just gonna be just kind of like, so they're stuck in the cave.
They are currently a bit tangled up at the mouth of the cave.
Just walk up, just
Little bare butts sticking out.
I feel really bad about this. I just could have gone. Yeah, listen, guys, because I'm still with animal speak. I'm sorry about this, but I don't really have a choice at this point.
Run, Tony! Run, Tony! Run!
Nightmare. That's terrible. That's hateful.
And I'll just start swinging, I guess.
Okay, roll
just real like, god damn it. It's
Your heart's not in it.
yeah, that's a 15.
15 does not hit.
Okay. And I get 2 attacks. That is a 21.
That hits.
21.
Okay. 21. 1d10 plus 2. There it is.
Yeah.
That is 9 plus
You got real quiet.
11.
11.
11, yes. 11 on the attack. And then as my bonus action. You know what? Hyena Demon, I think you got the right idea. And I'm just gonna daunting roar at them while I'm standing behind them. Just blood curdling roar. They need to make a wisdom saving throw.
We've got wisdom. Both roll 14s.
They both fail. 16.
Okay.
And they are now frightened until my next turn. And I'm standing right behind them.
Poor bastards.
Shitting themselves.
Much like my best boy, I too can roar. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Tony, fucking run!
Hyena man.
These guys, you said they were beefy. They were beefy looking.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hate you!
And the conjure minor elementals will erupt from him. Just
Okay.
and the aura extends even further as this bubbling acidic blood reaches out from his from underneath him, and he starts going. And he charges at the closest bear. I'm going to make my attack rolls.
Ghost just does that sideways thing where he's just like after you.
Just a casual sidestep.
That is going to first off be a. So this is my weapon attack. It is a 20 to hit. Sorry, 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Let's
Okay,
go.
and then because I'm a Valor Bard, I'm going to use my second part of my attack to cast Eldritch Blast. That is going to be a 27 to hit,
27
a
hits.
30 to hit,
Hits.
and an 18 to hit.
Miss.
18 misses.
Seems like 19, 20 or AC.
Could I... Question, Feff. I know this is a rule you probably are not aware of, but in the new PHB, at the start of every session, everyone gets a heroic inspiration. Is that something that we're running with?
What's heroic inspiration give you?
Same as
comparison?
regular inspiration. It's just you get one at the start of your session.
Tasty. I'm into it.
You know what? Okay. In that
Yay.
case, I will re-roll that 18 to make a 31.
Jesus.
Okay.
That'll hit.
All right. That is a 5th level Conjure Minor Elementals. It's 48 extra per hit. That is going to be 1d8 plus 3d10. And because I'm a bugbear and I moved before them on their turn, I'm going to add 2d6 to every single hit. There's going to be 8d6 extra. That is 4 hits total for 4 per hit. That is going to be 4 times 16d8 extra plus 4. For a total of, so it's 1d8, 3d10 plus 8d6.
On the first day of D&D, miss my true love game.
I've said it once, I'll say it again. I like playing with Offbeat.
Who's the most violent boy? Best of violent boys.
That is going to be 118 damage.
That's a dead bear.
Demon nuke.
You should really get out of here.
Do we think that we have an hour to short rest after this?
The loud roar that goes let out is still echoing back to you.
It's probably
So
not.
you tell me.
Do you have that long rest potion?
You do.
Let's go crazy. I'm gonna action surge. I'm gonna do that again.
Okay.
On the other bear.
Okay.
Benjamin,
Which
no.
is now tangled with the corpse of the first bear and starting to try to like claw its way through the corpse to get away from you.
Oh,
we were
something
gonna work out after this.
something I forgot. I need a Constitution saving throw as I use my topple weapon mastery.
On the dead.
On
bear?
the
the
I
new
would
one?
have done it on this one, but now I'm using it on this one. I'm
Okay,
just saying
okay.
I forgot to use it earlier.
Con?
Yes, Constitution, please.
14.
14. That is a fail. It is prone. I now get advantage on the rest of these attacks. So that is going to be a 19. Does that hit?
19 just hits.
19 is the AC. Beautiful. Okay. And this is
Feff seems
Eldritch.
worried. We're in the warm-up. What are you talking about?
Yeah, this is
that
nothing.
is a 29, and that is a 20. So all those will hit as well. That is going to be 17 d8s
Dear Lord.
plus 3d10 plus 8d6.
You ever just slaughter 2 giant muscular bears that are bottlenecked in the cage?
Doctor, you can put it in
104
the
damage.
bayonet channel. Because we're on the Saturday segment. Say again?
104 damage.
That's a dead bear.
Is there another bear?
We're not out of combat.
Mhm.
But you are busy crushing through these bears.
Do they plug the hole?
Yes. It's a bloody carcass of a flesh wall of bear fur and tendons.
Jesus.
Yeah, Hyena Demon will then use his bonus action to turn to Shellraiser and go,
If any more come through, I expect your axe to meet the measure.
and I'm gonna give you a D10 Bardic Inspiration.
You say
So
this.
sweet.
You say this, Hyena, and you give the bardic inspiration, and you trail off for a second when you realize you're looking at the turtle,
Hmm?
and something shimmers. You know, that like vaguely invisible, almost like you're looking through really, really, really polished glass. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And it's right here next to this turtle. And it's not a little thing. It's a really, really big thing. And
There's a shimmering.
you don't know the scale. It just is some huge thing. Maybe a nostril is what you're realizing is next to his body.
There's something immediately to your right.
And that'll end my turn.
Bardic inspiration. There is something immediately to your right.
The sky? What is this?
Shellraiser, you turn.
Okay.
And your turn begins here. As this ghost dragon is looking at you, both eyes in the front, and its shape is hard to perceive, but you feel the of the hot breath. Sorry, this is an undead, this is a ghost dragon, so it's this chill, icy sensation that wafts over you as it just breathes.
You're a new one, and I will immediately rage and wind my axe upward to try and uppercut its jaw with my axe.
Okay.
Kind. You know, there comes a time in every man's life where he just has to realize he ain't shit. And today's that day. That was 2 plus 12
2
or
plus
2 plus
12.
15.
So 17.
Yeah.
Is this a magical weapon?
Yeah, it's a +3 great axe.
Oh, okay. It does hit.
Ooh. Okay. Well, then that's great. I'll do the damage then. Thank you. Okay. That'll be math. 24 points of slashing damage
Alrighty.
to the stray.
Magical slashing.
Magical slashing.
Okay. Excellent.
And then I'll attack it again because I can do that.
That first hit sinks into something and then passes through. You go for that second hit.
Okay. And then just and then the reverse arc going right back down on top of where I think its head is. And that was a 15 plus 15, so 30 to hit.
30 hits. Damn.
Yeah. Big boy turtle. That is poo. That is decidedly less. That is. Don't you love how good at math I am? That is 14 points of magical slashing damage.
Nice. Excellent. There's an interesting effect. You see the glass shape of this dragon, of this spectral dragon, but as it gets hit for the first and then the second attack, it moves slightly. The second it moves at all, you don't see it.
It's like one of those fish that you can't see at the perfect angle beneath you.
It's going to
Come on.
in this icy smoke ring just gently taps you, and you need a DC 19 wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I'm not making that. Come on.
I believe in you.
We
You
all know
have-
I'm not
you have
making
bardic
that. It's not a
inspiration.
shot.
You have a bardic inspiration.
Oh, I do.
You can
It's
roll
a,
it after
it's a
you
D10?
see. Yeah, it's a D10. You can roll it after you see the result of your dice, but before you know if it
Okay.
fails or succeeds.
All right.
You also have heroic inspo and inspo from chat.
I already used the inspo from chat, but
Sure.
I do have heroic inspo, which I will use because that wasn't going to do anything. That's still not going to make it. That's a 13 plus 3 for my inspiration, 16.
16 fails.
So enjoy me killing you guys or something or whatever.
You
'Cause
would
I think
never.
that's where.
Nah,
Yeah, that's
we
where we're
don't. We
heading.
don't. This is not a one shot where PvP is on the table.
Oh, thank goodness. So it's just friendly mean banter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you demon.
Hyena demon literally cannot
Oh, you-
cannot kill you guys. I am bound by the spells of conjure demon or
Best
whatever.
So you can't even eat our baby.
He can't eat you.
I'll find a way. I'll find a
4,
way.
5, 6, 7, 8 D10.
Jesus.
That's gonna come out to 51 psychic damage.
Fuck it off. You're
Okay. Halved because I have the ring of psychic resistance.
Oh, look at you.
While I am raging, because I am a bear totem barbarian, and because I have
Glorious.
that ring, I am literally
Let's go.
resistant to every kind of damage.
Oh, it's beautiful. Ah.
And I knew it was going to happen, so I'm so smart.
You are frightened though, if you're able to be frightened.
I think I am during this rage because I'm not frenzy barbarian.
Okay.
So-
yeah.
Okay. It is going to blitz, provoking an opportunity of attack from Valve. And it's big
I have a
enough.
10-foot reach. I have a 10-foot reach as well because I'm.
I will
a barbarian.
give an opportunity to attack to all three of you at disadvantage.
Why?
Because when it moves, it is invisible.
I have blind sight.
Fuck you.
I'm not hiding from my demon
Mine would
buddy.
still be a disadvantage anyway because I'm frightened, I believe. So
Technically, well, that's the thing.
No.
My favorite is undead. Would I have disadvantage?
Is it being an undead would give you advantage in some way, shape, or form?
You have so favorite enemy. You have advantage on survival checks to track your favorite enemy, which would be undead.
Because
So I
Exactly.
track it.
tracking specifically, I'll give it to you. Tracking specifically.
That is going to be a 27 to hit from Hyena Demon.
That hits.
I need
be-
a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 1. I'm going to
Oh.
legendarily resist.
Somebody doesn't want to get toppled by I didn't even do that.
I didn't know what you were
rolled
gonna
a
do. I just
27.
That's gonna be D8 plus.
Cannot actually be toppled.
Oh, it's immune to prone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wasted
enough.
that, but whatever.
All right,
I
you can
abide
have
by
it
what
back.
I say.
You can have it back. You can have it back. That is going
I
to
can have it
be-
back?
Yeah, you can have it back. I mean, it's you literally shouldn't have even made the roll. So
Yeah,
Right. I'll
mechanically,
take
it
it.
doesn't happen.
I'll take
yeah,
it.
mechanically the roll doesn't happen.
I'll
That's
take
a
it.
20 damage.
20 damage. What kind of damage?
Magical slashing. And let's say for this bad boy, fire damage.
It does not take the fire damage.
No fire damage.
No fire damage.
Okay, in that case, well, let me give you an updated version of that roll then. So there's just going to be 9 magical slashing.
Okay. All right.
And I also rolled a 27 on my roll to hit.
That hits.
So altogether, that will be 19 magical slashing damage.
Okay.
And I'm scared out of my mind.
Use an action. It's used its presumably movement.
Double checking, double checking. It moves up and it flies. It doesn't flap wings, it just slithers into the air and coils up on one level higher on this switchback that is above you and looks down at you guys, waiting for you to try to come to him. Gonna recharge, see if it recharges. It
How far-
does. Very nice.
Recharge is done at the start of its turn.
Thank you. Okay.
I got a 25, but with a opportunity attack, is that just melee weapons? I'm confused. Or is that anything? I'm a little rusty.
Unless
when
you
a
have
creature-
unless you have a specific feat, I'm pretty sure it's a melee attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll swing my sword at it, but it's not a magical sword. So
Then
it's
it
not
would
gonna-
pass through.
Okay. Fuck. Just fucking God damn, that thing is slippery.
Yeah, your sword is colder now to the touch.
Ugh.
How far away is it literally from us?
Literally, it is 100 feet.
100 feet.
There's a cliff of the switchback.
If my weapon's weapon bonded, would it still be technically a magic weapon because it's magically bonded to me?
It does the feature say it gives you magic damage.
It says what magical bond between you, meaning I can summon my weapon.
It does not give it the magical
Okay.
property.
That's fine. Because I have this spell that allows me to turn it into a magical weapon.
If you
I was
use
just
magic
wondering-
weapon, that's a different story.
Yeah, I have
Then
magic
it becomes-
weapon, and that's the plan.
Yeah.
I think that's going to bring us to our first break. as we go to the top of the round with goes. We'll be back.
boy.
Chat. We'll be back. So, this spectral dragon has moved up 100 feet up the switchback and is looking down on you. Goes, your turn starts at the top of the round. You are by the cave. You just watched your hyena demon friend. I say friend.
Interesting choice, but continue.
Yeah, bit of a spectacle.
Get me close to it. Get me close to it.
You notice that your turtle friend has been magically frightened by a spectral smoke ring.
Oh God. Shit. Can I yell up at it? Is it technically an animal?
No, it is technically
Okay.
not an animal.
Okay, because I was like, I still technically have to speak with animals.
It is. Well, it can speak. It spoke earlier.
Yeah, it can
Okay,
speak to us. Yeah.
so he's how far? 100 feet?
100 feet.
Just in the air, or like on a perch
Up
or
on the
something?
switchback, like up on a cliff,
Okay.
looking down at you.
Guys, what are we doing? What are we doing? Are we fighting this? What is going on?
It seems to be tactically retreating, thinking it is safer farther away from us, which is wise.
Okay.
And he was right to do so, the fucker.
Considering he's a ghost, it means he's died once, bitch.
Yeah.
That's
And he
fair.
knows when he comes back down here, he's gonna get a big ass blade in his ass. I don't know. I'm not
Are
scared of
you,
what
are you
choice.
okay?
Wonderful.
Shell racer.
I'm fine. I'm fine. And
You find
you
yourself not
hear
able
like
to
the
take a step
rattle of
forward.
like a bunch of like weapons on his shell. Like he's just like going back and
Fuck. Okay. We're just gonna fucking.
So it's
I'm gonna
20 feet
use-
forward to the cliff, right? And then
Mhm.
the road goes off to the right and rounds around as it slowly inclines upwards of the switchback. It's a big, long, winding trail. But after that 20 feet, he's up there.
So along the trail, he's 100 feet. How high up is he?
Sorry, from you to him is 100 feet. The road is longer.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And you don't even immediately see him. You eventually clock him up on the cliff
Okay.
looking down because he's invisible while he moves.
Okay, we're gonna
It's
just.
just a little thing that looks really cool, and all it does is impose disadvantage on reactions. You know what I mean? So, it's hot of it myself.
Fuck. Okay, we're gonna.
You guys do a good
Ow,
job.
ow, I hurt my back. I kicked my foot up to be a Disney princess, and I torqued my spine.
Jesus.
I'm getting old. I should stretch more.
Can I just shoot at him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna. Goes just like, all right, fucking. Just pulls this fucking revolver out, fucking, just starts shooting.
Bang! Loud blast. Let me roll something real quick.
Back down here.
Okay, roll the
Not
hit.
shit. Not chasing you. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 just hits.
But fuck, he's got a 20 AC. Jesus. All right, so that's 2d8 plus 2. So this is d8. 8, 2, 12. It's no 100.
Well, he can't keep it up. That's the thing. Is
Yeah.
he blows his
He
load.
can't keep it up. Oh god. All right, so that's one
You say I
attack.
can't keep it up as I'm charging a scorching ray.
Fuck.
I'll kill him.
And
Power
then
of the sun in the palm of my hand.
fuck it. Because of the way that my character is set up, I'm gonna just try and chill touch him. because I can
That's right,
cantrip.
it's not, it's,
I can
it's a ranged
yeah.
attack.
Yeah, I was like, I can cantrip up to 120 feet with chill touch, so I'm gonna try and chill touch him.
A spectral hand shoots out.
That is a 24.
24 hits, and you watch it latch onto the right under the jaw, trying to wrap around the snout to like muzzle it.
15. So just like fucking Ghost's like fucking grayish blue fucking claw, just like, get back over here, you son of a bitch. Just fucking grabs him. It's just like, and then just at this point he can't regenerate at least.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait,
hand
yeah,
for the spectral dragon.
yeah. And that is my bonus action, air action, and my bonus action.
All right, hyena.
So he's 100 feet away from us.
Mm-hmm.
There's a cave beside us.
Mm-hmm.
If he wants to stay fucking far away, Hyena Demon will also stay far away. And Hyena Demon is going to bring his hands to his forehead, and he's going to concentrate a psychic blast, and then he launches it. I need an intelligence saving throw, DC 20.
DC 20. Wow.
Hyena Demon's got hands. Deep pockets and hands.
Dirty 20, 18 plus 2.
Dirty 20, you say?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You take 8d6 psychic damage. How does it feel about psychic? Halved,
Checking.
because you succeeded.
It does not care much about psychic damage.
Okay. Well, you take this halved and then do whatever else. So 22 halved, so 11, and then do whatever extra resistances.
Up to 6.
Hyena Demon will then take full cover behind the cave with respect to whatever position the guy.
So you have to shove your way into these rune bear carcasses, and slowly you just like Homer Simpson into the bushes, just into this flesh wall. Christ!
Fight me, demon! That war is bloody, but I am bloodier.
Okay. That is going to bring us to Shell Razor.
Shellraiser is afraid. I don't have any ranged options that are magical, and that's the only problem here.
Uh-oh, you're teaching it to stay at range.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Hyena Demon is gonna beckon to you and is gonna go,
Hide, come with me. Hold your action. Next turn.
fucking embarrassing. Shit, and I just waddle over to
Yeah,
him.
you have to crab walk sideways before Hyena can reach out, just pull you into the viscera.
It's just stupid. Fought tons of dragons before. This is so frustrating. And I'll just try to break the frighten again. The DC's 19, you said?
DC's 19.
Please, sir, may I have another?
because
No,
I can't do anything
may not.
until. What you should do is hold your action. By the way, just take the hold action to make your weapon attacks, because I'm gonna get you in range, and I'm gonna get you in range on my turn again.
Okay. May I do that, Sir Feffer?
Yes.
Thank you, Sir Feffer. I will hold the meatiest, angriest, most frustrated sense of inferiority to these magic users ass swing I possibly can with my great axe, and I will try to roll it to beat my frighten, but I won't, and then that'll be my turn.
Excellent. Okay.
You good over there, Shellraiser? You look angsty.
Don't talk to me right now.
He's so
You still think-
angry, but still so scared. It's fighting within him, because of the rage.
You see his thick eyebrows kind of
Goes inside you there are 2 wolves.
There are 2 wolves. One is best boy, Chuck. The other is equal best boy.
I didn't consent to any of that.
No.
Think about it.
Okay.
Find your hatred.
I mean, technically you did. You literally took his hand. And you went through the bear crevice.
I don't want to talk about it.
It did get its horrifying breath back. and so it's going to, you watch, because fucking goes, you are still
Just
out
standing there proudly.
looking at him. You see it, and then slowly disappear.
You better run, bitch.
You say that as 2 rows of teeth emerge from behind you in your periphery.
Funny story.
Okay.
I have the alert feat, and creatures don't gain advantage on attack rolls against me, even if they can't be seen.
I'm mad. I hate it here. This place is a prison.
I can't be surprised.
You're just like, get down here. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that.
Objection.
Weird that you're behind me now, but okay.
Roll just the once. Did I ever get inspo from chat? Did that happen? Let me double check. Nope. Grim, thank you so much for the raid. Heck, my apologies for not shouting it out earlier. Hello, friend.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Audric. Does a... Let me see my bonus. Oh, that's higher than I thought it was. 17 plus 8 to hit. 23? No. 25? 25.
What am I, meta AC?
I don't know with you guys.
No, I have 30 AC because.
You need a DC 17 con save.
Oh, well, that's a cakewalk because I'm proficient in that.
Oh.
That is a one. What did you say? I have 20 something. 20 fucking 4.
All right, so this doesn't matter. I should have said 19 because I set the DC earlier as 19, but I realized I didn't correct you. I didn't correct myself in the moment, so I was just gonna run with it. But you surpassed both anyway.
Okay.
So for future reference, gang, DC is 19. Okay, yeah, you save and okay, so you don't take the additional necrotic damage, and instead you only take the bite itself, which comes to 12 plus 4, 16 magical piercing.
16 magical piercing. My armor actually shimmers just like him because it's the last stand armor.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Neat trick, you little shit.
Again, the piercing gives when the teeth hit you, it gives a bit, but it does seem to pass through you at the same time after some of that piercing damage kicks in, and it goes invisible again, but not before it coughs up another one of these smoke rings. I need you to make a DC 19 Wisdom saving throw.
How many feet of movement does it have? Because it just moved 100.
It has dummy movement speed.
Slow down, Speed Racer.
Dummy thick.
So fast.
It's a good point.
So
100 feet
fast.
of movement. Already spent. Solid shout.
Okay. You said wisdom?
Wisdom 19.
Okay. I'm just trying to see if I have anything. Feats. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Ooh, the temp tattoo is coming in. Slapped on a temp tattoo earlier.
Aha!
I'm doing a LARP.
There we go. I was like, I know I have something. I have Indomitable because I got 11. I am not wise.
Okay. You are also frightened and take the full brunt of 8.
Hold on. Nope, that's a 3. I'm definitely fine.
Wait, new Indomitable. Wait, you still have inspiration.
I do.
New Indomitable allows you to add your fighter level to the roll. And when you use Indomitable.
Oh, if that's the
Holy
case,
shit.
then I got a 23.
That's pretty groovy.
I got a 23, so I save.
You save. All right. On a failure, a creature takes 8d10 psychic damage and is frightened for 1 minute. On a success, it takes half the damage and is not frightened. So I rolled the damage, and you retain your spine.
Just like inhale it like it's vape.
You take half of 45 psychic damage.
So 23.
Yeah, round up. Yeah.
Yeah. What was I just at? Oh yeah, 23 minus 170. Math.
You're good.
170 minus 23 because my brain's silly. 147.
And it's going to move away once again, which might provoke which provokes an opportunity attack for just in this case for
Me.
Mike. And if you can't see him, you're at disadvantage.
Well, I can track him because he's undead.
That's right. Thank you.
But I have in this case nothing that is magical for me to use. So I just.
Do you have what weapons do you have on you?
Just standard longsword and a gun.
And a strap.
Okay. If you have a longsword, or if you have a longsword, I think do you have fighter levels, correct?
Yes.
New fighters have those weapon mastery features. Are you?
I think he made a 5e character, but I'm okay with him having a weapon mastery if he is.
Okay. Let me just quickly look up the longsword weapon mastery then for you.
The new D&D just items like weapons all come with abilities, features kind of stacked on them if you have a mastery, and the fighters get those masteries.
Yeah. What level fighter are you?
10.
10? Okay. So you can actually use a number of weapon masteries on any weapon as part of the fighter features because you're above level 9. So what you can do here is you could potentially, depending on which way it's moving, provoking the opportunity attack, you can use the push weapon mastery to push it closer towards Andy and me, potentially resulting in it entering my range as well, because you can push it 10 feet, even if you don't deal damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay,
Let's try
roll
that.
to hit first.
That is 21.
21 hits. And while your greatsword does not seem to do any damage, it goes right through. You manage to plant it and push off of it and shoulder check this dragon as it's passing forward through you. And it is not knocked prone, but it is bumped. And that does in fact push the dragon into the threat range of the rest of the party.
Which does provoke Andy's opportunity attack, which was whenever it gets in range. Well, not opportunity attack, it's held action. Andy gets to use their held action.
Welcome up, shoulder. Oh, well, he's still frightened, though.
So he's swinging at disadvantage.
I can
but
still swing at his.
You're a barbarian, right?
Yeah.
You can give yourself advantage because of your reckless attack feature. It just means that they have advantage to hit you.
You can.
Which means that it's a flat roll now.
I love playing with Offbeat. What the fuck?
Mike,
Much knowledge.
As an aside, this is
Yes.
your greatsword is very cold to the touch now. Having passed, being a non-magical weapon that passed through this dragon. Was that the second time for you, or did it also happen to Andy?
No, it was second time because I tried to swing at it and it ended up like.
It seems to, as you pushed off of it, and you look and you see the shoulder check, and then you watch the rest of the party go into what they're doing. You reach down backwards to grab the sword, and it's painfully cold to the touch. And as you pull it, it looks almost brittle now.
Don't like that. I'm gonna hit this thing.
Okay.
Right in the my thumb.
Oh no!
My lamp.
When I got this new desk set up, man, I kept hitting. I still do it every now and then. I kept hitting my funny bone right on the side.
Fun fact about hitting your funny bone. Damn, that's not great. That's a 17.
17 does not hit.
Yeah, I didn't think it did.
You get 2 hits though.
It's still too scared. Well, it's a reaction.
It's not. It's a held action.
It's a held action.
Oh,
you held your action.
yeah.
So
For Narnia.
For Aslan!
21 to hit.
21.
Let's
Yes,
go.
let's go.
I love you,
Beautiful.
Offbeat.
You're welcome, homie. It's
Oh,
why I'm
I love
here.
you so much. Ah. Oh, yeah. 16 points of magical slashing damage.
Brutal. Brutal.
I enunciated the wrong word there. I meant to go 16 points of magical slashing damage.
I was like, all right, he really wants to be doing slashing damage. Let's go. Cool.
Offbeat, you're goated. You should hold seminars.
No, I mean, you're right. I have a thing called a YouTube channel.
You should totally be a content creator. Crazy.
You should post videos on that YouTube channel.
He looks at the YouTube play button on his wall. Yeah, man.
That's crazy
That's
triangle
crazy.
you have
That's
there.
wild.
What a strange polygon.
Is that Jacko? What is that?
The dragon actually is going to move through the rubble and the carcass and the rest of the party and phase into the stone as it is shoved into that area. So the party passes through it, and as it passes through the party, and as it seems to right itself, you can only see like your narrow vision through the cave of just a piece of this dragon, as the rest of it is in the mountain, being a spectral dragon. But it is going to start moving away from the two of you, provoking your reactions and opportunities of attack, which means Valve gets to swing again.
Oh my god.
Well, Valza has already used his reaction, I will say.
Okay,
that.
okay,
Yeah, I get to use my reaction, though.
okay.
Do it.
What's
Your passive, Offbeat? Passive perception?
19, and I have blind sight.
It's running.
It's running. You just hear, a low, like, afraid to die twice. And I'm going to swing at it.
I
That
just
is-
hear from the muffle of the bear.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Which is like boiling slightly.
What is
22 to hit.
going on?
22 hits.
Okay. I really need to find out what damage type this thing is weak to. So this is going to be 1d8 radiant. I'm just going to do this one separately. 1d8 plus 4 radiant. That's 9 radiant damage.
It takes 9 radiant damage.
Okay, and now I've already done fire. I have acid and lightning, and I'm pretty sure cold would do jack shit. So let's try lightning damage for the extra 4d8s. There's going to be 15 lightning damage,
It
and also
takes
the
30 lightning damage.
It's weak to the electricity.
and then also as it's leaving my range, it is difficult terrain within 15 feet of me, so it's going to be losing double its movement speed to leave my range.
It's a ghost. It flies. It doesn't care.
My thing does not care about flying.
Oh, cheers. This
This is
I
an
heard
aura.
difficult terrain and went, no.
It would if I was specifically making something that coats the ground, and I don't know what the new DMG says because they don't give me the new shit. They give everyone else the new shit. Watsy, it's because I'm critical of you. I don't know why actually. But like the old DMG stated that you could escape things that were placed on the ground. This is an aura that emanates and therefore reaches all around me within a 15-foot radius.
Okay, got you.
Bro has
Got you.
maximum aura.
Yeah, I am aura maxing. It is so smelly.
So the unfortunate part is it had 10 movement speed left.
So it stays in range of me.
Yeah, it ends its turn 5 feet from you.
Does it feel the beady red eyes?
It's been feeling the beady red eyes.
Good.
If you guys manage to kill it in this round or trap it in some kind of way, you will succeed from I'm just telling you guys this because it's a one shot. Here's how this is gonna work. Either you manage to kill this thing or capture this thing or whatever have you this round, or it's gonna get away and help the last fight. It's 2 big problems instead of
I like the mods.
Oh, I'm getting it this turn. I'm getting it this turn.
Well,
Let's
Ghost,
kill a dragon.
you are up first.
Okay. How am I between, like, how far am I between that and the cave butthole that is the bear carcasses?
The issue is it was introduced as a tight hole, and now there's 2 players and 2 bear carcasses that are significantly large. So I'm not sure how you're gonna get through this.
My thought process is he's icy. Wouldn't they be like hypothetically like liquid nitrogen frozen?
I will allow an athletics check to literally charge the carcasses, and if you roll under a 10, you will have to include your allies.
Oh, that's not gonna be a problem.
Okay.
That is a 26.
Okay.
I have +7 to athletics.
Hey, who knows? You could have rolled real low.
Yeah, I could have got a 1.
It was possible.
Skip shoulder day.
Yeah. So the 2 of you are standing there. Shellraiser, you're still kind of quaking in your boots a little bit, but you're being strong and brave. And and the hyena is doing the hyena thing. And then there is a sudden trench just charged through this viscera, and all 3 of you are suddenly much more mobile and able to move about as you please instead of just the vague reach arounds that you've been having to work with. That's not the word I wanted to use.
Interesting choice, but okay.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, genuinely. I hate being accidentally dirty. I'm fine with being lewd, but accidental lewd has started to aggravate me.
Raindrops fall in the beauty of it all. I want to spend some time.
Regardless, Mike, paint me this word picture as you continue on your turn.
Goes just standing outside. I said don't fucking run away from me. And then just fucking full sends through the bear wedge. Just body checking the bears, like pretty much the invert of like uncorking a wine bottle. Just as they go, the bear fucking corkers go fucking flying into the open mouth of the cave, and I come barreling through. At that point, I'm assuming I'm right up against it.
Yeah, and you can step through it and into it if you wanted to. It's a ghost.
So in this case, I'm going to I'm just gonna freaking chromatic orb level 3 through it.
Okay.
And it's
Lightning damages.
yeah, lightning. When I hear the muffle, I'm assuming he said lightning.
Okay, I believe roll to hit.
Yep. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 just hits.
I was like, was it 21?
Oh.
Was it 21? That's
Enjoy
lucky.
your ion enema.
That's
I'm getting Kjol flashbacks
11.
with Zaz and the lightning sword. When he hit that one dragon.
20. It's 24 damage
Okay.
from the chromatic orb. And then
times 2. So it
Wait,
takes 48.
oh, 48. Yeah, right. Action surge, that wouldn't allow me to use another spell, would it?
Action surge in the new edition, in old edition would, in new edition it wouldn't.
Whoa.
So
Our level 2 fighter dip is no longer in meta.
unless you of course are doing what I'm doing, which is you have an extra attack feature which allows you to cast spells, and you've taken a dip into Warlock, in which case it is meta. However, it does require a bit of effort. So you could action surge, and then you could make some melee attacks. And because then you did 2 melee, and because you have, I know you're using the old Eldritch Knight.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I feel like that is partly because you just didn't know the new Eldritch Knight exists. You
Yeah.
can make a melee attack and then replace one of those attacks with a cantrip, like Booming Blade, for example.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, so you should do that. That'd be good.
If you
That'd
want
be good
to.
damage. If you want to.
Sure, I don't have booming blade though. I don't know what that is because it's not in my character sheet.
It's a cantrip. Dang it.
Bro, your
Sorry,
name
it
is
is
Metro and you don't know about Boomin' Blade?
Do you know
But-
do you have
No,
Shocking
no.
Grasp?
I have more. I have chill touch again, which I could use.
Hmm.
Because that is a
Attack.
cantrip.
Melee attack, action surge, melee attack, chill touch. That could work.
Yeah, I figure. Question: I'm wearing magical armor, which technically would have magical gauntlets. Would that make if I just tried to claw him?
Oh, I'll give that to you. Yeah, that makes good sense to me.
Because my
very
sword's already
Skyrim.
brittle. Yeah,
It's
it's like
giving
my
Skyrim.
my sword's already brittle, and it's probably gonna break.
The first time you play Khajiit in that, and you turn and
Yeah.
just and you're in your POV, and you're like, whoa, okay.
Gonna do much, but that is okay. The claw attack misses, which is fine. And then I'll try and in this case chill touch with that, because the chill touch has a higher thing. I'm using my inspiration. I missed twice.
Oh. All right. Is
But I got him with a chromatic orb. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
my
hit him
turn.
with the ion butt plug.
Yeah.
Hyena Man, servant of Yinogu. know how to
How
pronounce that
lively
demon
is this
voice.
dead lich if this ghost dragon
You have
looking?
no way of knowing. It hasn't been taking.
Well-
its form isn't changing as you hit it by its nature of being a spectral being. You don't see like bloody ectoplasm or anything like that.
There's a little ball. It's a sun. Just gonna see him just fiendishly looking at his.
What does death feel like for a second time? You were so chatty earlier, speak to me! When you're on the precipice! I want you to tell me how you feel, knowing that I am your god!
I back the fuck up.
More.
It will require an action to grovel, but you may roll intimidation.
That is a 31.
31. Okay. It you can see its spectrum because you can kind of see through it, right? Kind of like an opaque thing in video games. And so there's a brief moment where its head comes into view, but because you can see all of it, it briefly is lined just up so you get that illusion that it's facing you. And you can see the fear in its eyes. You can see the absolute terror. Its mouth is open. It's looking around for an escape, and it's seeing more than what you guys can see because of what it is, and it doesn't like that. What he is seeing involves Yinogu.
Beautiful fear.
And he unleashes a scorching ray, which I know fire damage does not care. However, it will trigger the lightning damage from the Conjure Minor Elementals every hit, which I am casting at a 6th level for 7 rolls to hit. Let's pray.
Let us pray.
It was so anecdotal, like the last little thing, that all of my years of going to Christian colleges and churches was like,
Let us pray.
my brain wanted to just
Our Father
bow.
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. That is going to be that is plus 12 to hit. That is a 23 to hit, 22 to hit, 30 to hit, 25 to hit, 28 to hit, 31 to hit, and we don't roll below 10 in this house. That is a 27 to hit. All of them will hit. The fire damage does not trigger. That is going to be 4d8 per hit. That's going to be 28 d8s. Which will be lightning damage all, and double that. 125
Beautiful
damage, double it, please.
So 250 lightning damage. How would you like to sacrifice this spectral dragon to Yinogu? Am I saying the name right?
Yinogu, yeah.
Yinogu.
He is going to, just as he sees these blood red eyes and this gaping mouth laughing at him, he's gonna go,
Do you know about reincarnation? Those consumed by hatred do not get to see a next life. I am that hatred. I hate you. I can't wait to feel you cry.
and this lightning bolt arcs along the fire as it just...
Yinogu receives this soul. This bound creature that was prison to the mountain is now prison to it.
I think Shellraiser will just take a second and see the absolute bullshit that just happened. And no longer feeling fear, he's just gonna look at the hyena, look down at his axe. I still like you better. Kiss it.
Bloody viscera surrounds you, and something interesting happens. In all of the commotion, as the fight is coming to a close, you notice the rumble and the ground shaking. And you look back towards the cave opening. Back into the darkness. The sunlight you have craved all this time since the mists have engulfed this planet are suddenly removed from you once again. As an avalanche caves in the entrance of the down the side and caves in your exit.
Joke's on you. My favorite terrain is the Underdark. I love this.
I have dark vision.
Me too. Got them cat eyes.
I'll be holding your hands then.
You have a tuft of bugbear and like a tuft of cattail, and you're just moving forward as this turtle man.
Ghost just looking back to Shellraiser. Aren't you glad that I summoned Henry?
Don't speak my name!
You'd think he'd have a more demonic name, but like, no, it's just that. That's crazy. Good job. Proud of you. Best boy.
Refer to me only as the hyena demon.
Yeah, he's really upset that his I don't know who named him, but it's kind of a thorn in his side.
It is also how you have power over him.
Who's a good boy? Who's a vicious little boy?
No! No! Ah!
Conflict within you as you feel the satisfaction of Yinogu as well, and you're mixing the two emotions together because deep down you are a dog and you just want to be a good boy. And no, not this.
Would you prefer it if I called you Henry?
No.
What about Hank?
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Henry's the best boy as I pet the back of his head. Ooh, we need to give you a bath at some point. Let's be honest. I just, as a cat, I just start licking him. Just
No! I shove him off.
Just gotta.
All of this is happening in front of you. Shatterskull.
Shellraiser,
thank you. Shatterskull.
That's a sicker name, though. I'll be
No,
real.
it's not. Maybe for like a hammer.
Hyena Demon is going to now cast another contingency that the spell. He's gonna put another 5th level Conjure Minor Elementals into it using his last 5th level spell slot, and he's going to summon, and he's gonna set the trigger to I fucking hate you again, and I am then going to down my long rest potion.
Okay. You immediately feel like you just woke up from a relaxed 8 hours of sleep. Oh, best dreams of hell. Your glory days in the blood wars or whatever.
All right. I highly suggest we keep moving.
I'm going to, before I drink my long rest potion, take my sword and I'm going to cast magic weapon on it and see if it fixes it.
It does. You one more swing on that thing and the sword would have broken. And as a point of RP note, you don't have that. You don't have the potion of long rest. Hank put it all into one thing and has it on his person.
Henry?
Just noticed you did that.
Sorry. No, because he filled flasks. He filled each one of our water skins.
He said a specific thing where he put all of them into like one thing.
I put 3 doses into one water skin, so that we still had rations in the other 2.
I wrote it down.
I thought he meant he put one drop in each one. Like
No.
Just as the party starts going into this kind of Shrinic region, interesting.
I can still give
golden
each
statues.
of them the long rest potion.
Yes,
though.
no, I know, but let's RP this moment as the.
Excuse me, Henry, best boy. I'm gonna need some of that water.
You see, like a clenched fist. He's physically trying to stop himself.
Who's the best boy? Who dropped the? You dropped the water, best boy. Yes, you do.
No, please.
Henry, drop the water.
Hey, Hank. Hey, Hank.
Then I just go to reach for it.
Can I get that water?
I have to give it to him first.
Okay.
Thank you. Good. I just tossed his head. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh no, Chuck! And I just look at the cave entrance.
You go, oh no, Chuck! And you look, and you start to move, and you trip over the wolf.
Oh. Good, Chuck. I'm so concerned.
Chuck, you're here too.
I thought you were outside. I was so concerned. And then I just take a sip, and then I go, oh yeah, here you go. And I just give it to Showracer.
Yeah.
My initial plan was to just have Hank give me the bottle, and then I just hand it to Goes without like complaint.
Kindness for demons never goes far. I'll be honest.
Now I just hand it back to Hank. I'll hold off on taking my dose.
Keeps it safe.
You are such a good boy. Such a good boy.
When I
Everyone
break
has-
free of this, I'll eat you.
Sure you will. Sure you will, good boy. Anyway, we got 2 choices.
As you move through, you begin seeing golden shrines of a elderly man, almost I don't want to say Gandhi-esque, but that kind of body structure where they're very frail, very thin, almost emaciated looking, and in long drooping like the only adornment is really just like this scarf.
Why is he naked? He's so naked.
Those are expensive.
True, and I'm assuming the bears ate all the protein. They gotta hit their PR goals. Do you see them shoulders? So,
I ate those shoulders. They're very meaty.
do you want to take like a road snack, dude?
What's a PR?
You ever kill something and been like, "That's the best thing I ever killed"?
Yeah.
That and going and finding a way to kill something better. That's a PR.
Oh, okay. I'm with you.
Yeah, so it's always striving for better, stronger.
I like that.
So
way to look at it, actually.
based on what I saw with my sight, the Celestial would be up the path that goes up, I would assume.
You determined that because the 3-mile census picked up the Celestial upwards, and your 1-mile census did not. That yes, it is higher above you.
So if I just relay that. So to go up, I can't imagine going down's gonna. That seems counterintuitive.
Up we ride.
Okay. Party starts moving upwards through the caves of this mountain, and it gets more and more ornate to the point where there are beginning to be gilded pillars of gold. And I need everyone to make a wisdom save as they step into this large chamber of opulence. There are multiple buildings within this chamber that don't even reach the ceiling, and everything's painted gold. There's each temple is like seemingly made of platinum. There is ridiculous wealth here to the point of staggering. Your era of your point of the timeline, you've never seen anything or heard anything so opulent.
Wisdom save?
Yes.
I got a 14.
I got a 3.
14.
Okay.
Oh.
We're all, I'm assuming, failing at this
What
point.
did you get, Valve?
Yeah,
You have Indomitable, don't forget.
I do. But I want to save that in case we need it during the BBEG.
It's not always that everyone fails.
The evil finger pyramid of contemplation.
Indomitable, eh?
I have that. I haven't used it though.
Right. Time passes. There's a haze of greed. And the hyena and the turtle are still in the throes of Scrooge McDucking. When there's a brief moment that you realize not only have you stuffed your pockets and stuffed you've even eaten multiple gems that you have found and chunks and bars of metal, but what snaps you out of it is you're realizing you're contemplating if you can get the wolf to swallow a gold bar, and that snaps you out of it. You're gonna have to roll again, but you briefly have a moment of clarity. The rest of you have fared just as poorly.
Is a 19 good? It's like I don't have nothing to wisdom.
A 19 is good. The DC was 15.
I was concerned that it was going to be 12.
You snap back to your senses and look around, and at some point stuffing your pockets got full, and there wasn't an option to stop.
I can
Okay.
eat this gold. Do you think I'll be worth more? Do you think
Well,
I can...
well, you
You see Shellraiser's shell on the ground, and one of his arms just scooping whatever is around into his head hole over and over and over again.
Okay.
You're slowly burying it at this point.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to we're in a very open cave at this point. I'm just going to be like, in the most most sincere and concerned sense, is I'm going to daunting roar. Everyone stop.
Roll intimidation at advantage because of the echoey nature of this roar, just ongoing and reverberating, and all these hordes of treasure shake, and it makes a huge cacophony of noise.
It's only a 15 for intimidation because I don't have anything to intimidation.
At advantage?
Even at advantage, the first one was a 3.
Well, the DC was 15, so let's say that it beats.
Well, technically, the daunting roar would be a 16. That's the DC for the daunting roar.
Okay. So everyone else has to roll?
Yeah, it would be for the actual roll, it's for them to be frightened. And that the idea is to use the frightened aspect to override the compelling nature of the gold.
DC 16 rolls.
Wisdom save? What save?
It's wisdom, yeah.
You'll be happy to know I failed. I rolled a 13.
You come to your senses.
I rolled a 17.
Oh.
I succeeded.
Henry, stop.
Coins and gems and everything
Because
starts pouring out of the shell at like a rapid rate.
Technically under my spell, so wouldn't he have to stop if I command him to stop?
He would. I would say he's currently charmed essentially, but let's say if he were to disobey, he would probably go through some pain. Anyway, we can discuss that later if this comes up again. But well, did you fail?
I rolled a 17. I
Yeah, he
Oh,
passed.
I see.
That's why I was like, if I command him with his name.
I'll allow it. There's as you continue to disobey, the hyena demon man, you begin to hear this loud rising scream in your mind until it breaks concentration basically, and you snap to and you realize you are disobeying.
I just walk up and coddle him. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry I did that.
Shellraiser, you realize at one point you pried off that golden chunk in your shell
Oh no!
to attempt, because it was inferior by comparison, and you were attempting to shove booty and loot into that, and now it's this bleeding mess.
Oh no!
The hyena's bleeding from the mouth. There's many broken teeth.
Come here, Shellraiser. I might heal us both of our ailment.
With the water, did we get heals or is it just
Yes,
the
it was a
spells?
full long
Okay.
rest.
Okay, cool. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Have we taken serious damage or
No,
not really?
but if this had continued, there would have been 2 levels of exhaustion.
Okay.
And then you would have rolled again. If you had failed, you would have eventually died.
Okay, so we didn't get anything. So we didn't take any damage effectively. It's just
Correct.
like these are injuries that would heal with over the course of the day. Okay.
You know,
It's just pain. RP.
I'll pick up the chunk of my shell, the metal, and I'm like, ooh, that smarts.
You have to dig out all the coins that are embedded in there now, and
I'm just like shaking my shoulder, like
Hold on. I got this.
really
It's-
fucked up piggy bank.
It's gonna hurt for a little bit. Is there anything that I could use as a crucible?
just to make sure, Offbeat, were you already trying to cast something?
I was going to cast Cure Wounds, but if we didn't take any health damage,
cool.
then or any other
Sorry,
effects,
just wanted to
then
make
I'm
sure
not
we
gonna-
weren't.
Because I'm like, for RP aspects, if it's just RP, crucibles would like a little, what would be like a thing that I could use to melt down metal.
Oh, like forge material.
Yeah.
It's like a small piece. It's like a small piece of heat treated metal that you can put things into.
Because you said there's borderline platinum, which
Yeah.
would have a very, very high melting point.
Roll an investigation or a perception.
That is a 18 investigation plus 5, 23.
23. Yeah, you find some construction materials.
All right, cool. You hand me that Shellraiser, and I take the chunk that he had. This is gonna hurt.
I'm aware.
But I am assuming you've already done this before, and I'm gonna put the
I
chunk in the thing, and I'm gonna cast Burning Hands to melt the chunk back down, and then pour it into the crevice.
Turtle soup smell.
Hank, hand me that before he pours it in. And I just like gesture to like a random like gold bar or something like on the ground.
yeah.
They hand the
Take
metal.
that and I just like snap down on it.
And I'm just
And
like,
I nod to Ghost.
just pouring slowly and and then immediately patching the end with like a whatever platinum plate to like adhere to the back.
Brutal. But by the end, you have a platinum piece, and you have the platinum replacement.
Poggers.
Looking blinged out.
I'm worth something now. Mom! Mom! I'm worth something.
Those turtle poachers are gonna go crazy.
Set up these precious minerals in his bag.
Crikey, look at the one we got here.
You move upwards. Still with treasure in your person. In some cases, in. You start weaving through, and eventually you find the city. Well, we call it was long enough ago that the population overall average would have been lower, so you would call it a village, but it's built like a city. And what you eventually discover is walking the streets, these dusty, unseen streets, is a celestial. Kind of with this absent-minded, vague, searching posture as it looks
I'm
through
gonna
the windows of its empty city.
I'm gonna enter
Confused.
stealth.
All right,
I'm
roll
gonna enter
stealth.
stealth. That is a 30.
Okay.
I have expertise.
I just look at Shellraiser. What the fuck's with that guy?
This glowing golden, old wizened, scarf-laden human appearing. He's like 2 feet off the ground, but still walking. Every now and then, if he bumps into something, it's just gone. You see a red line of molten rock in the shape of his shoulder as he stumbles and bumps into the corner of a building, not even noticing he did it. It's just molten. It's just gone.
Don't touch him. We're gonna. I'm going to. You know what? What's the worst that happens? I'm gonna go say hi. From a distance. Like, how far is me to him right now before I make any approach?
When you note this, let's back up a little bit and get stealth checks.
Well, I'm.
Oh, you're just going for it.
Yeah, I was just gonna.
Okay,
I was just gonna, like, be at the precipice of
So,
wherever,
I'll say this
like,
instead.
after Hyena Man ran away.
Yeah, Shellraiser, as you watch goes step out, do you choose to take cover? Do you choose to hide? Do you choose to follow him? Do you choose to... How do you react to what he's clearly about to do?
I will follow behind him
Okay.
tentatively with my great axe out.
Okay. You step out. He's slowly walking away from you, goes. So how far away do you choose to engage?
I want, ideally, as, like, how far is it from me to him right now?
Right now, 15 feet.
50. Oh, he's close then. Like,
You
he's.
watch him like walk by, shoulder check the building in front of you, and keep on walking.
Can I look around the room first, see if I see anything that's out of place or anything of note?
Outdoors, but if you were to look up or sideways, if you were to look up, you'd see cave, but the whole eastern side of the city is open to the sky. So
Okay.
you've got a lot of buildings around you, and there's one like stupid ornate temple, that's like a pillar from top to bottom.
Pretty.
Like, think of a Colosseum building if it was a bunch of them stacked on top of each other all the way up to the cave ceiling. And that's lit and golden and kind of glowing the room fully as you turn to look at him, and he's outlining. Even though the sun of the sunset has come down, he's brighter.
Jeez.
The golden man is silhouetted as you walk into the sunlight and look at him, and he's stumbling away from you.
I just look over to Shellraiser. I'm gonna try and talk to him while Hyena Man I don't want to. He's a stealth. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't
He's
want him to
gone. Yeah,
scream
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm like, no, but I'm like, I'm out loud. I'm like, I don't want to say his name, and then it causes him to fall out of stealth.
The only thing you see, because you control me, is beady red eyes from the bushes. Just
I'm gonna go create a distraction, but also see like what he's about.
Okay. So
I just like from like roughly, I want to move like 10 feet, so I'm still 5 feet away from him, and then be like, hey.
okay. He's going
Very
to,
nonchalant,
he's
like
going to. He doesn't stop. He doesn't freeze. He just slowly works his way forward and around to look at you, and then kind of lean back a little bit, and with, again, still outlined by the sun, you can still see the infinite gaze in his eyes, and he looks at you and says,
Where did everyone go?
I don't know how to tell you this. I'm pretty sure they all died.
But they loved me.
The plants are all destroyed. There's a fog all over the. Have you not seen what it's like outside?
Where did they go? Where's Jenny and little Timmy?
Jenny.
Where's Jacob? Where's Austin? Where did they go?
When's the last time you saw them?
he's going to start stepping forward.
I need to know.
I want to help.
Make an insight check, both of you. I'll say all three of you. I would imagine that Hyena Man is like Grinch in a corner of the building. You know what I mean? Looking down.
beady red eyes, just like I
In the
see
dark.
my prey.
Insight's not great. 15.
15,
11.
11. This
11,
mind is
yeah.
okay. Yeah. What'd you get?
I got an 11.
11. This mind is alien and fogged and broken.
Okay, so he's
Broken
just
by
like
sorrow and maybe something else. You don't really know. One thing I will say, even with an 11, he's not scared of you. He doesn't care about you.
It
He isn't.
goes.
He's not gonna remember you.
I turn my head while still looking. I'm looking directly at him, keeping him in line of sight because I'm like, so
I'll walk over, like I'll walk a little bit closer, and it's like, he said they loved him, and we saw a statue of him, and I like kind of gestured to his scarf, and I'll now address the guy. Did these people worship you?
With everything in them. Where did they
Okay.
go? Where did they go?
Did you
Keeps moving forward.
stay? And I'll like match pace to kind of back up just so he doesn't get too close. Did you start here?
He doesn't seem to understand the nature of starting.
I'm gonna. This is gonna sound insane. I'm gonna misty step
Okay.
25 feet behind him. As he gets really close, I'm just gonna be like,
Okay. You miss 20 feet behind him, and by the nature of the sunset, your shadow touches him and burns away.
What?
my shadow's gone?
Your shadow is gone.
Like,
Did that do anything to him?
He feels a loss of some kind, maybe spiritually. You're not sure, but
How do
something
I
feels
feel?
like you were just... You misty stepped. Your shadow touched him. Your shadow burned away. And now something's missing.
Don't get too close to him.
I'm not. And I'm just continuously backing up as he's walking forward.
He begins streaming off a list of names. It seems to go on and on.
What are we doing?
From the building, Hyena Demon is gonna cast Thaumaturgy. It's so that as to not give away his position, to echo his voice from a different location. And he's going to go,
Who are you, oh bright one?
I am love. I am all that is good.
Mr. Smithers from Simpsons.
You love me.
He says, echoing into the realm of your direction. I need you to make a dex save.
in my direction.
Yeah.
So I use
Oh,
Thaumaturgy
in
to
that. Sorry,
determine.
in that direction, and you see a shimmer of magic, whether he means to cast it or not.
Mm-hmm.
He is wielding his own name,
Mhm.
and that name belongs to him. And everyone who's ever felt a little bit of love in their life, a little bit of part of them, belongs to him,
I'm going to
according to him.
move the Thaumaturgy a little bit and go,
We have people to come up here. They would like to live here.
That feels cold.
And he starts to ramble the names of the people that are no longer here. This entity likely will not... Your people likely will not be able to live amidst this entity. With what you've
Yeah.
seen with the greed, and what you are essentially seeing as Mikola level love charming.
mm-hmm.
Like it's not like dark like Elden Ring implies. It's loyalty in fervor and love.
Give me my shadow back, you fucking demon.
He looks and doesn't seem to understand, but he's gonna turn towards you and goes,
Give. That's
I
the
plug my
first
ears.
step, isn't it?
and he's going to continue moving towards you.
I'm just slowly backing up, plugging my ears. Fuck off!
Have you tried?
Hyena Demon is
looking-
going to crouch onto the ground and is going to start just crawling on all fours as quietly as he can.
Have you
And
tried looking somewhere else for these people?
Ooh, an interesting tactic. Okay, this DC is set pretty high, but I'm
Okay.
going to give you a persuasion or deception based on how you are thinking of this.
Well, both of them are +0, so
I'll let you pick on that, but you
go
may
with
roll it at
persuasion.
advantage.
Ooh, how nice!
Believe in the heart of the dice.
That's not great. Yeah, it's probably not gonna meet it. 17.
I'm thinking.
They are You are here.
I think I made it worse.
Somewhere.
And it will look back into the window that's nearby it. Perception check. Does not note the hyena. And is going to continue looking through windows.
I'm gonna sneak down to get as close as I can to within range.
I will say, in that moment where its eyes passed over you was the most, because of your nature as a demon and its nature as a celestial, was maybe one of the most shivering moments of your prolonged existence.
The other side of the blood war. They fight the devils. We both fight the devils, but we do not like each other either.
And you said you move into range with him?
I try to get in within 50, specifically within 10 feet. I will try and get as close as I can.
Okay. The three of you...
I'll ride or die with you, but I'm caring about you and I'm worried for your safety.
The three of you have kind of surrounded him and are keeping this 10, 15 feet range. And it seems like no matter what you do, communication-wise, it stays lost. It stays stuck in this haze. You begin to wonder if it's somehow self-inflicted. You don't know how to solve it with what information you've gathered so far.
Hyena Demon's gonna lift up his chain blade and is gonna just point it like.
It's like he just shrugs, just okay. Well, thank you for having us. And just immediately, thank you for having us. And immediately, just I'm gonna subtly step to where like directionally it's me, him, Hyena Man, and I'm just gonna be like high five the air with a thunder wave.
All right, let's roll
In
initiative.
all rage.
Okay.
Because the idea is Hyena Man wants to get close. I'm hoping to push him, get him close enough.
That is a 27 on the initiative.
And I have a 20 math, 20 fucking 2.
Yeah,
I have +7 initiatives.
that's better. 15 on initiative for
Very
me.
nice, very nice.
He's just slow, but he's a handsome turtle.
I'm such a handsome turtle. I'll tell you what. Got this platinum shell on.
I rolled a 3.
Ready for the dance floor, baby.
I rolled a 3. If this dude gets to his turn, it's gonna be rough.
We're dead.
I have faith in the Hyena Man.
28 with the Hyena Man, Hyena Demon. We got a 22 with Goes. 15 for Shell Razor. And a 3 for the, what's the word? The Avatar of Greed. Mr. Hyena Demon Man.
Well, he's got to
All right.
he's got to make the con save because I.
Apologies. I got focused. Con save. Dirty 20.
Ah, Christmas.
So he's gonna, yeah, he's still gonna take the damage. He's just not gonna be pushed 10 feet, which is fine because we're all like 10 to 15 feet within him. So he still takes flat damage. So that's gonna be 7 plus 5 is 12 plus 2 is 14 plus 7 is 21 thunder damage.
Okay.
And that is my surprise attack.
Okay. The turtle rages.
Yes.
Hyena Man. Your turn begins.
All right. I'm going to ask a series of questions in order to determine my damage dice. This is in order to make the math as easy as possible. I need to know first, what does it take from fire damage?
Would you know?
Here's the thing. My turn is going to consist of me assaulting it with various damage types that I can freely change as they hit.
I see. And because you're able to just mix and match as you go, as you want, as you see fit.
I will reduce the damage by the appropriate amount based on the number of wrong guesses. Yes.
Yeah, I trust you.
But first up, we have fire damage and acid damage. How does it feel about either of those?
It does not care about fire.
At all or
at
half?
all.
Okay.
It does not have resistance to acid. So it would take the full from acid.
Gotcha. Okay. So what's gonna happen is first I'm unleash. This guy hears behind him.
I fucking hate you.
And Scorching Ray launches at 6th level, dealing with that's 7d8. So this fire damage is going to be negligible, but I do still need to see if it hits in order to tell what it thinks about the subsequent acid damage. Problem with rolling so many dice is you drop them all the time.
No, we dropped them. Now they're on his toesies. You gotta pick them up with his toesies. Don't let the camera see.
Don't let the gripper see.
If you secure this town, I'll let you free. In a safe but reasonable distance away from this goddamn town.
Here you go with this piece of baloney.
Okay. That is going to be starting it off with a 28.
28 hits.
31.
31 hits.
30.
30 hits.
28.
28 hits.
15.
No.
30.
30 hits.
25.
25 hits.
Okay, 6 hits. 6. The fire damage completely doesn't matter. So we're just gonna do the acid damage from the Conjure Minor Elementals. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 hits. 4 times that's 24 d8s on the acid damage. I'm just gonna keep that in there for now. Next, I will action surge.
Okay.
I am then going to take the attack action. I'm going to hit it with my magical conjured weapon. That is a 20 to hit, dirty.
20 does not hit.
Okay.
Oh,
Put that to the side. Eldritch Blast. 3 hits. That is a 25.
25 hits.
27.
27 hits.
And at 29. 3 more hits. That is going to be an additional 3 hit. That's force damage. Doesn't care about force damage.
It does not particularly care about force damage. Sorry to rephrase, just to be more clear. It does not have any resistances to force damage.
Excellent. That's going to be 3d10 additional, plus an additional 12 d8s, for a total of 36 d8s. So 3d10 plus 36 d8s is going to be a combination of force and acid damage.
So while you're rolling that, the thunder wave hits him like a bell tone. It rings him like a bell, and from that bell tone you hear deep speech resound out of him, and it does not sound like him. It now sounds like and as the acid hits it, out simmers this high white noise of the same deep speech.
As an extra thing, I actually forgot this is why I played a bugbear. I get 2d6 extra per hit.
Fuck you. Let's go. Holy shit, the extra 2d. How many hits did you do?
I did 9, so that's 18d6. I only get it on the first turn. I get to do it before they start their turn in combat. That's why I've been doing all this contingency shit to make sure I get to capitalize on it.
God damn.
I'm so...
And now I will roll.
That's a new one.
I like playing with Offbeat.
265 acid and force damage.
4 away from a legendary number, by the way. Oh
Okay.
shit!
Excellent.
How does it
How
feel?
much? 265?
265 acid and force damage.
Looks fine.
Looks fine. Mm-hmm.
Fight me, you avarice! Fight me, oh gold!
I will then bardically inspire and be like,
You better have a big fucking hit coming in, Shellraiser!
and you get a bardic inspiration. That's 1d10.
Thank you.
Is that your turn?
That shall be my turn. Yes.
Legendary action. Corruption. It can see you, yes? Hyena
You can
Man?
see me, yes.
Okay.
Now that
you
I've
need a
emerged
DC
and-
23 con save.
Is that all of us or just him?
Nope, just him.
Okay.
The glow from that's emanating like sunlight lasers in, and it's eye contact to eye contact, just the two beams of sunlight between the two.
Is this a charm or a damage effect?
This is a damage effect.
I cannot make that save.
Okay. Roll it anyway.
That would have been a dirty 20.
Oof.
Okay. So first you take 4d6 plus 8 necrotic damage, and then you are corrupted for 1 minute. You take 18 plus 8, 26 necrotic damage. And your flesh begins to twist in alien ways. You now have a disadvantage on attack rolls. Your speed is reduced by half, and if you try to cast a spell, you must succeed in a DC 15 int check, or the spell fails and is wasted. The corrupted creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success. Otherwise, it lasts 10 turns.
Someone better have the spell magic, or your damage cannon is now a damage pea shooter.
About that.
Goes!
So it's my turn.
With Shell Razor on deck.
Okay. Wait, why is it my turn?
Because it goes Hyena Man, Ghost, Shell Razor, Avatar of Greed.
Oh, right. This surprise run threw me off.
You're good, you're good.
You said poison works. Shit.
Acid works. We haven't touched
Or
poison.
acid works.
Most things resist poison, so I wouldn't try poison.
Give you the eyebrows of doom.
Most likely candidates for damage types it's weak to would be Radiant, Thunder. Oh, not weak to, but would take. It would be Radiant, Thunder, Magical Slashing, Piercing, the whole shebang. You currently have a magical sword because you cast that spell earlier. So that is a +3 magic weapon.
Andy, you get inspo from chat?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, chat. Yeah, young Dr. Gay. Hope you're doing well.
Okay. Well, gotta do what I gotta do. Go's just gonna run up and start swinging on him with his sword.
Okay. Which is now imbued with magic and is a magic.
Yeah.
Hit him with a stick. Hit him with a stick.
The +3 is just to attack, right?
And
I
damage.
think and damage.
Attack and
Is
damage.
it okay? I just didn't know if there was any other additional changes with the new rules. Okay, so that is a 22.
22 hits.
Or no, that'd be 25, but
25
still
hits.
hits because I forgot it's +3 to attack because I have +7. Okay, so that's 1. I'm gonna do the 2 attacks. So that is a 24.
24 hits.
Okay, we're whittling down. Okay, so that's 2d10 plus 5. 5. 8 plus 10. 23 damage.
23 magical slashing.
Yeah. And then I'm going to action surge. I'm gonna attack him again. That's 20. Dirty 20, not nat 20.
Dirty 20 does not hit.
Fuck. Okay. Well, I'm going to chill touch him. That is a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
So that's 7, 13,
Man.
and 14 damage.
Yeah, you said you hit me with those numbers again. I'm sorry.
14 damage from the chill touch. And then what was it? 20.
20. I got 23.
So yeah, it's 14 damage with the chill touch.
Okay, excellent. Okay. Again, the bell tone of deep speech reverberates out. The buildings shudder. The pillar holds firm, but resonates with it. It's the sound of the original greed. As Shellraiser. Oh, sorry. Was that your turn?
No
No rush.
That's literally all I got. Well, I mean, technically, no, because the bonus action. I technically have a bonus action. I'm gonna fucking Misty Step 25 feet behind you.
Okay. The ghostly hand that grabs on to the avatar of greed is imbued with golden light, but holds firm as a golden skeleton wrapped around his throat.
Interesting.
Golden skeletal hand.
So yeah, I'm now like 30 or like 30 feet from where I was standing.
Okay.
Just so that, because I'm like, I don't want you. He walked through everything. Like it was. I don't understand how he's just melting things. I don't want him to touch me.
Shellraiser.
Okay. Well.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Valve. Legendary action.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
I'm the only thing close to it. Let's see what
close.
happens.
I believe.
Oh. You got bullied already.
spawns an aberration. The Avatar of Greed regurgitates an intellect devourer. Except, sorry, it doesn't regurgitate it. It summons it right next to goes an intellect devourer, like one you have never seen. It's not just a brain on legs. It is studded many times over with rubies and piercings and gold and bands, to the point where you can barely see the brain inside, holding it together, being held together by the ornate, almost like wrapped like a mummy in ornate jewelry, and it just steps into being next to you. Shellraiser, now it's your turn.
Fucking hate this. Just very pretty.
I will close the distance,
Okay.
and I will roll to swing at this thing with advantage using the inspo I got from chat. I love you.
Andy, just to remind you about some of your class features, because I don't think people know about the barbarian stuff yet. Your reckless attack gets an upgrade at 9th level, allowing you to add, if you give up the advantage that you gain, you can then add a d10 to the damage roll. So you can do that, and also there's additional stuff that gets added. For example, you can reduce their speed, you can push them away from you, you can give somebody else +5 bonus to the attack roll, to the next attack roll, or you can give this thing disadvantage on its attack rolls, on the next saving throw it makes. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then what I'll do is I'll use the inspo from chat, but if I may use my reckless to forego the advantage to add 10 to my
D10, yeah.
roll.
Into that.
That'll be 17 plus 15, so 32 plus 10.
30. You said 32 plus 10.
32 without the reckless added.
No, the
It would
added
be-
that reckless, that is a D10 to the damage dice. So
Oh,
you
okay,
roll a
sick.
D10.
All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
gotcha,
32 to
gotcha. Thank
hit
you.
hits.
32 to
For
hit.
sure.
Okay, cool.
For sure.
So yeah, that'll hit. Awesome, sick. Okay. That's only 15 points of magical slashing damage. But in between that and my second attack, what I'll do is I'll use my bonus action to activate my totemic attunement of the wolf.
Okay.
To, if this thing can't even do that, fall prone. I don't think it can because it's constantly floating.
Well, let me check.
Levitating creatures can still be knocked prone.
You blast it into the side of a wall, and it melts through the wall, and skids into the ground and starts melting the floor with a look of shock in its eyes.
Cool. It is prone now.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. I will immediately. Well, actually, I didn't add 10 to that damage. I'm sorry. So that would have been
A D10.
25 points.
You roll a
okay,
D10. Yeah.
I'm nailing this. I'm learning.
You notice.
Okay.
As you, it sounds like you're going up to swing again.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. What was the damage?
Plus 4 to that, so 19 points of
19
magical
points.
slashing damage total.
And
Okay.
last question I'll ask you just to make sure. Are you adding your rage damage bonus?
Yes.
You notice as you go up to hit again, as you step through this new door frame of magma rock and step up and look down at it, you realize that the deep speech has been cut off, and it looks up at you with a cracked frame across the face.
That's a target. And I'll lift up, arc down to try and hit it again. At advantage, because it's prone. 29 to hit.
29 hits.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Give me that. It's better. That is 19 points of magical slashing damage once more.
Andy Skadoosh Taylor, how do you want to do this?
Are you fucking serious?
go!
I'd like to thank Offbeat Outlaw for literally doing all the work. I'd like to thank Gaz for just being there and getting me out of this shit. And I'd like to thank to my trusty
you on the straight and narrow.
axe as I reel up. How do I want to do this?
How do you want to do this?
I didn't expect this. I will just arc up, notice that the visage is cracking, and I will try to bring it down, kind of like I'm still halfway in the door, bring my axe through the magma part of the door, trailing the magma behind me and smashing it directly on top of this thing's head, kind of just splattering it. And I like to imagine that the full brightness of the sun kind of like illuminates this whole mountainside for a brief moment.
As abruptly as we begun, it was brutally over, and you watch as the avatar of greed shatters from the face downwards into a million pieces and begins to be cast amongst the astral in its own way, which doesn't make a lot of visual sense to you in that moment. But a quiet comes over the mountain. Fresh wind, cool air, and the sun on your back. You've done it.
I'm gonna go look outside the window.
You look out the entrance and you can see down the mountain. The mists are still there, but you can see the path that your city and your people can take to safety and flourish in this new hellscape.
I just turn around and see you guys down there, and I just fall back.
Oh,
I have wearing a feather fall.
excellent. You disappear. Henry, feel a knowledge come over you that when you get free, and one day you will get free, Yinogu has a bountiful reward for you.
I'll get my freedom from you, you will.
I'm just gonna slowly start pawing my way down the mountain, down the long trail down the mountain again.
And that leaves the beautiful turtle. Sunlight radiating off of his platinum piece in his shell, laden with riches, bathed in glory.
I'll look down at my axe again. I knew I liked you better.
Oh,
Nice.
Kiss, and I go, I'd say I just hit a new PR. And then start walking down the mountain.
Incredible. Well, gang, well done. That was amazing. Honestly, probably the most fun I've had on a one-shot ever. This was awesome.
Don't you say that unless you mean it.
This
Don't
goes
you say that
down as
unless you
one of
mean
my
it.
favorites for sure, and it's going to be up on the YouTube, gang. And if you would like to head on over there to follow up on any other one-shots, any other summer series, we have 3 weekly streamed campaigns here. Also, Christine, thank you so much for the gifted subs. You're amazing. Random party member gets a health. Offbeat, you get 8 health.
Yay!
Yay.
Thank you so much for everybody who has joined us. We're gonna do outros in a second, but do make sure you check out the Discord and don't go anywhere just yet. We're gonna do a raid, which goes a long way for both parties involved. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you everybody for joining us in this one shot. Mike, thank you so much for guesting once again, and once again a beautiful character you brought to the table. Would you like to start us off with the outros while I gear up this raid?
Hi, I'm Ghost. I do search trash on the interwebs as a demon. Side note, shameless plug, I am in the semifinals for Face of Horror at faceofhorror.org. All proceeds for that go to the Children's Starlight Foundation to help all the little ones. But I'm in the semifinals, about to go into the finals next week for the competition to be featured in a magazine and collab with the lovely I forget which it's Shane, I think it's Shane Hodder, the guy that plays Jason Voorhees.
Cool.
So if you would like to go to Face of Horror and plug me, shameless plug,
No, this is the time to do it.
it's like free, you get a free vote, I think, through Facebook or something. But yeah, every little bit helps. And yeah, outside of that, I'm just on fucking TikTok and Twitch and Metro Mike.
Nice.
On to Andy, the beautiful peach.
If of all the fruits I could be compared to, that is just, I'm gonna cry. Thank you so much. I'm Andy, also known as Andy Skadoosh Taylor, and also known as ValveMax010 on most socials. I'm primarily on TikTok, just making little goofs and gags, little funny little memes.
One of the new
I've joined
regulars
doing
at the Longshot table.
I am, yeah, and I am also an actual play, actual play player here on Bayonet, on the Longshot Twitch, and also in Our Flag Means Doom over on Mr. Dandy DM's channel. It's a lot of fun pirate themed campaign. I love that. I love you. Go ahead, Offbeat.
What up? My name is Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok under that exact same name. That is Offbeat Outlaw. I make Dungeons and Dragons optimization-based content. Been saying it for years. I'll continue to say it. If you want to know how to do damage like I just did, I have a whole YouTube channel that teaches you how to do damage like that. That's what that play button's for. That's what it's there for. Go watch it. Yeah. And I have specifically the build I've been playing tonight. I've got a video that's going to be coming out very, very soon. My editor has just been chugging away at it. I did it live on stream, and that is the build that can currently deal the most damage in a single turn, which is 2,030 damage. And I cannot wait to show it off for you guys. And it's all the new shit, not even the bugbear stuff that I was doing that's technically from Mordenkainen's.
And you're currently You playing it correctly on Windfall? Correct me
And
if
I
I'm
am
wrong?
currently playing it on Windfall.
Which
Yes,
is our Thursday
my
campaign.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yester has swapped into this build. Because god damn it, I was sick of being an Oathbreaker paladin. Those guys suck. Pass it back.
All right, gang. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you had fun. Thank you again for all of the bits and bobs and all the nice things you did for us along the way. It means the world to me. I hope you all have a phenomenal rest of your evening. Pile on into this raid. We're gonna kick it with a new friend I made named Avori.
Ooh.
Have a good night. I give you all inspiration. Everyone say bye obnoxiously for me.